Alright, welcome to the MobiText 1.2 video, and today I'm going to go ahead and go over and show you some of the new cool stuff we've been working on. So I'm going to go ahead and start out by opening MobiText. And the first thing you'll see is this MobiText start window. And the idea for this was to make it easier to do what you want. And usually when you need to open a word processing program, you're going to do one of three things. You're going to open a file to edit, you're going to make a new document, or you're going to open that document to print. So, over on the sidebar you see this also, and we say Happy Thanksgiving because it's almost that time. And as you read through here, you can check out some new updates we've been working on, and you can see the version number here, the logo. And usually when depending on the holiday, we might have, like, if it's Halloween, might have ghosts or something here just to kind of celebrate the holidays. But winter is next. We are going to go ahead and open a advanced document. You go ahead and open types of reactions, which is our test document for the purpose of the video, and we can see that we have a lot of chemical reactions here. And if you know chemical reactions, they use a lot of subscripts. So go ahead and go over MobiText a little bit more. Of course, you can save the document, and we have notepad files which don't have any formatting on them. We have advanced files which save formatting, so if you have pictures, bold text, subscripts, images, that kind of thing. And we also have text PDF file, which will make a PDF file that's usually just a notepad file, but is the PDF format. So then, of course, after save, we have the new document, which will go ahead and make a new document, but I'm not going to do that, just because we have text in this document that I need. Of course, we have copy, so you can go ahead and copy part of the subscript. Go ahead and copy H2O here. And let's say you want to add it to the end of this. And then you can just do paste, of course. If you don't like it, you can, of course, cut it out. Select all, which is where you can select it all. You can change the font color of all of it and make it maybe like a dark red. And then, of course, if we don't like that, we can go ahead and undo it. Of course, if we do, we can redo it. And then go ahead and delete, which will delete all the work in here, but of course we're not going to do that. Again, we can go ahead and do print. You also have print preview, which will go ahead and show you what the document will look like if you go ahead and print it. And then again, we did a font color already, but again, you can just go ahead and change the font of everything if you choose to. And then of course we have spell check, which will go in here and show you that there's a spell check with this. You can go ahead and click on it, you can go ahead and click replace, and then it detects the formulas as being wrong, but we can go ahead and ignore that. Now, this next button is pretty cool. We call it research, and what it does is, of course, if you wanted to, you could just go to dictionary.com or thesaurus.com, but you can actually highlight a word. Let's say we need to find out what combustion means. So you can go ahead and highlight it, right click, go to research, and depending if you want words related to it, or if you want to see the dictionary, go ahead and click on it, and we go ahead and see that it's the process of burning. Or if we want to go see, of course, the thesaurus, this tells us ignition, flaming, oxidation, that kind of thing. So it's just kind of helpful if we need to find out a little bit more information about a word. Of course, we have our themes, so you can go ahead and do blue, where it kind of makes it all blue. Or you can go back to the classic black. Or one of my favorites is red. And if you notice from 1.1 that these command tools aren't in a box anymore. And we removed that because it made each icon be able to be on this gradient, because in that box we had to make it solid color, which matched the color of the outsides, which didn't look so well with this, but now it looks a lot better. Green is also another good one. We have more you can go ahead and choose from. You can go ahead and go back to Metro Red. And then of course we have our start button again, which will bring us back to start. Next up is text tools, which again, if you want to, actually, I'll go ahead and highlight this. You can go ahead and change the color of this maybe to like a dark blue. Or maybe make the font of it a little bit different. We can either go in here and change it from Times New Roman to MV Bully. See, we get that different look there. So you can do that, or you can also do the show font dialog, and then here you can do bold, you can do italics, you can change the size, you can do strikeout, underline, script, all the kind of font related stuff. And also, let's say we want to put this on the left, we can do that, or the center, or the right. Go ahead and put it back in the center. So, next up, of course, you can do is you can do bold, you can do italics, you can do underline, you can do strikeout, which kind of looks kind of weird with subscripts, but it is possible. Or you can go in here and choose like bold italic, bold underline. You have all these different ones, or to remove all formatting completely from it. And let's say we want to highlight this word. So you can go ahead and highlight it, and you can do choose color, and you can do usually standard color, be it orange or yellow, and it's highlighted. Of course, if you don't like that, you can go ahead and do no highlighting. But I'm just going to go ahead and highlight this word. Go ahead and make it a yellow. Next up in this window would be zoom. So you can make this such as 50% and then press enter to see what it would all look like. Or if you want to make it a little bit bigger, you can go ahead and do that. Or if you would just want to go back to normal, you can go ahead and do restore zoom to 100%. Now next up will be indent. Usually what this does is it just indents it for you. Of course, if we don't like that, we can go back to main items, go ahead and undo that. Of course, the same for the other direction. We can also do bullets. We also have the bullet remove, which will remove that bullet and go ahead and put it back. Now next is insert. We can either insert a picture. I don't have any pictures to insert, but the next one I can show is insert a timestamp. And what this does is it goes ahead and inserts it at the bottom. However, you can move this back up if you choose, which tells you the date and the time, which we can see it's November 3rd and it's 4:51 in the afternoon. Again, if you want to insert a subscript, let's say we want to trash that PM and make a superscript, we can do TM like that. Or if we don't like this, we can write November, and then we can do a subscript of 3. So that's kind of cool. Now next up is custom characters, and here you can see that we have 20 or so just in here already. And to use these, you can go ahead and click on them. So we're going to do the copyright, and you can go ahead and paste them. It copies it to your clipboard, so you can use it wherever you'd like. And if these don't suit you, you can click on this button here, and you'll have 240 more symbols they can choose from. These include various text symbols, French font symbols, Spanish symbols, Portuguese. We have German, Italian, and we have a bunch of assorted, like you have check marks, stars, music, even the command from the Mac, a whole bunch you can choose from. On the speech, we have a volume slider here, which will let you move the volume and the speed. According to your OS, you can have anywhere from 1 to 3 languages, depending on anywhere from XP to 8.1. Go ahead and play.
All chemical reactions can be placed into one of 6 categories. Here they are, in no particular order. 1. Combustion.
Of course, it's pretty fast, but we can go ahead and just pause it. and then of course play it again if you choose, or then play it and then do stop. Go ahead and go to options here, and you see we have even more features here. We have rulers where you can either hide or show those. Oops. Hide or show, and these are actually based off inches. This is just 5 inches right here. And we also have opacity here, so you can go from anywhere from 100% all the way down to 10%, which does make it pretty hard to see, but you can see if you have work in the background that you can actually do it. Go ahead and restore this back to 100%. And then the next thing is sidebar backgrounds. These are just kind of more customization. You have some basic presets in here that you can choose to your liking. I'm not getting over them, but they are there. You can choose from gray and solid colors, or even a special Halloween theme, which eventually will have more Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that kind of stuff. And that's none, and this also does the same exact thing as that. Next will be text search. So in here, we can go ahead and let's say we want to find carbon. We can go ahead and find it, and it highlights it there for us. We can go ahead and replace it with, let's say, oxygen. Go ahead and replace it, and it replaced it for us. Of course, you can do find next if that's all, or replace all that's named carbon in this document, but that's the only one. Dot color, this is also new. Let's say you don't like that white so much, or it's bad on your eyes, you can go ahead and choose from different colors. You can go dark blue, green, just whatever you choose. Under help, we have, I'll go to about MobiText right here. You can see that we can find the date of when we release this, which is of course today. We have our legal here, which you can find out copyright info about what's in MobiText. Close that. Donate, that just gives you a link to donate to help us out a little bit. Update check. This won't be able to work because we of course have the latest version, but this will automatically download the updater for you and update, so you're all up to date. And then next is a help file. This is new, and in here you can see, read up about what's all in here. I don't have time to go over each individual. We can go ahead and read through here on your own, and you can see what's new, and you can check out what kind of things we have in here for speech and built-in character map, or more information about our start screen and how it works, how to use our document style, which just to show what that is. That's where you can go from off to on. And then over here you can go ahead and see our history with the Linux Group Application Suite, which was going to be 2 years later this month, but you can see how we've evolved from RTF text editor into MobiText and how it's evolved over the few years to what it is today. This is a look at MobiText 1.2, and I hope you like it, and be sure to stay tuned for more updates.